negative part, but I try also to shift towards the more positive things. I learned a lot during this the parts of the workshop that I visited and participated in. So I'm basically weren't worried about inequality. So first we had to tech divide, the difference in access to technology, and now I could maybe state that we're focusing on the more attention divide. Some people are more inclined to addiction, maybe more talented to be more conscious in life than others. And so it made me think of how could we, bridge the academic and more societal realm and the challenges we have. So what is the role of the university in this? How can we actually, as an academic community, translate the topics that we've learned here also in this workshop, but also, I really like your examples, right? How can you start things from a Buddhist temple, but also make a documentary? So how to connect with, let's say, the masses to create more awareness around these topics. And of course, we have the governance in place. We have legislation that is, maybe at this point too complex. Maybe AI can help us to simplify things, to integrate regulations, to make it more practical to deal also as startups and companies are also really struggling with the implementation of regulations. So there's a disbalance between there can be a disbalance between protection, governance, and also innovation. And how do we find that balance? I think as an academic community, we have the role also to play to contribute to the societal education, let's say. So how do we see that role? I would see that as a really important next step. How do we reach the general population? And it can take time. So how do we accelerate the translation from what we think about here, the concepts that we've discussed, and really have an impact, even beyond the Buddhist community that is already very aware of these issues. The second thing, I also try to think about AI developments. When I look at what is happening here at TUI, I can give a whole list of developments and even beyond TUI, but I think one of the things I was myself concerned about is that we all, and I think the masses are also really using a lot of censoring technology on our bodies. And I think it was Reinhard Eiselstein who also made me at least aware of the risk of using these technologies, because when you outsource kind of this augmentation, the censoring parts of the body, the brain gets lazy. So in the longer run, what will it do with humanity, right? If we just trust like emotional recognition, what if it comes integrated in our daily tools? I don't need to know or feel or sense how you're feeling. I'm told how you're feeling. I'm also told by EEGs about my own state of mind. So what will that do with trusting our own senses, about consciousness, about attention of our body? So I try to relate it to a few concepts that I learned during these sessions. So I would like to, as an academic community, critically look at the design and of new technologies that we are designing ourselves. Are we creating unnecessary noise, or are we really augmenting human life?
Okay, thanks.